All right, hockey fans, welcome to another edition of Wolves Hockey Show, the number one rated hockey theme show on Lakes Region Public Access. Coach Kuhns is back. How are we doing, Coach?
Doing very well.
It's a good weekend of hockey, about 2 weeks out from the playoffs. Our teams are solidly in their playoff positions, but we're playing some of our best hockey at the best time of the year.
Yeah.
Tell me about the 14s right off the bat.
U14 team played to a 0-0 tie versus the Manchester Flames.
Not all games are the Keene high-scoring affairs.
Yeah, not all games are against Keene, just most of them.
We got some clips we're going to show you right now. So close game back and forth up in Waterville Valley. 14's on a 2-on-1 rush here. Good chance, but they don't convert. Game was a back and forth affair where the top two teams in New Hampshire Tier 2 traded chances all game. Here's a great stop by Paulo Vasquez about midway through the second period. Then late in the third, Wolves got chances, but Manchester breaks it out. Get the puck to the net. Paulo answers the call again. Great save by Paulo Vasquez. Wolves tie the game 0-0. So, Coach, Paulo's kind of an unorthodox goalie, but he's competitive. He competes for every puck. Tell me a little bit about your experience with Paulo.
Yeah, I think, like you said, he's an athletic guy who competes hard. Some good saves there.
Definitely.
Coach, how was the U16 team this past weekend?
U16 played 2 games, both against the Cyclones. They have 2 different teams at the full season U16 level. We lost on Saturday. I don't think it was our team's best effort, but they really responded against Sunday against the Cyclones' top team and recorded one of the best wins of the season, winning 7-3. We got a couple clips we're going to show you right now. So here's the second goal in the 16s game. Offensive zone faceoff. Wolves get possession of the puck. Mercer Toomey says, "I'm the real Shady." Puck's in the back of the net. 2-0 Wolves. And then here we have late in the game. Cyclones pull their goalie to make it a 6-on-4 advantage as the Wolves were down a man. They get the puck out of the zone. Gage Winter makes a nice play to get the puck over to Mikas Krumpans, and he finishes. Back of the net, Wolves take a 7-3 victory. Great job, 16s. So, Coach, you saw some clips there from the 16s. We've been getting a lot of good performances out of Gage Winter. He's a 2005 birth year forward from Concord. He's kind of an unorthodox player. What have you seen out of Gage?
Yeah, I think he's another player who, with his effort and hard-working style, gets some points for the team there.
Yeah, most of his goals aren't pretty, or the plays he makes aren't pretty, but he gets the job done. And he's been a big part of that team's success. Now, Coach, what was the results of the EHLP team? How did they do this weekend?
EHLP had one game. They won 7-2 against the Vermont Lumberjacks.
I think it was a really good effort by everyone up and down their lineup. We actually going to show you the score sheet. Something kind of remarkable happened. So the Wolves against the Lumberjacks Hockey Club in their lone game this weekend, they recorded a 7-2 victory and had 6 different scorers, showing great contributions by a ton of different players throughout their lineup. Wolves are looking to play their best hockey as they near the playoffs here. Great job, EHLP. So, Coach, EHL had 2 games this week. Tell me about what happened with the EHL team.
Yeah, 2 games against New Hampshire Avalanche. Lost the first one 3-1 with an empty netter, and then second game 4-3 overtime win.
Now, the first game, we had a couple guys injured. But I think that they came out of that game where they felt like they made a couple mistakes, but they still played well enough to win. What was your take on the performances this weekend?
Yeah, I think first game, like you said, few mistakes, but only scored 1 goal from many chances. So always tough to win a game when you only score 1 goal.
Then they put it all together, and that JBT game was a pretty awesome performance.
Yeah, definitely. Went down 3-0 and battled back. Thought we were the better team the whole game, so got the 4-3 win in overtime.
Definitely. You got a couple of highlights we'll show you right now.
This is the lone goal from the first game versus New Hampshire Avalanche. Richard Jelenskis gets it to Tim Crane, and a nice deflection by Brendan Ogle.
So one of the highlights of every year is our annual JBT game. Usually get a pretty good fan response from the game. Here are our shooters from the JBT game. Raised over $15,000 for the Cure Starts Now Foundation, which battles childhood cancers. Great turnout by the fans, really led the teams to a good overall effort. Here's Johnny McKenzie scoring the shootout winner. He's crowned the JBT Mini One-on-One Shootout Champion. Great effort by the community, a lot of donators. Thanks again for all who contributed.
And this was the overtime winner. Denis Danilov passed to Patrick Marcinkiewicz, scored the overtime winner. He was happy to score, and the teammates were really happy there, celebrating.
So, Coach, you mentioned there one of the players who's kind of flown under the radar, been a pretty dynamic player all season, Denis Danilov. He's one of the Russians we have on the team. Tell me a little bit about Denis and his play all season.
Yeah, Denis is, he's a really talented guy. I think kind of putting it all together here the last couple of weeks, he can, he's got great vision and skills, which is important in a good player.
Yeah, not many players in the league really can make that play to Marcinkiewicz. He looks off the goalie, hits a seam, backdoor play. It's a pretty terrific play.
Yeah, definitely takes vision and skill.
Well, we got an interview coming up with Denis and Sergey.
All right, with me now for the interview segment is Denis Danilov and Sergey Anisimov. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Now you've seen the show before?
Parts of it, maybe. Not the full show.
Denis?
No.
First time. We got a first timer. All right. First off, how's the season going so far here with the Wolves?
I think we're doing good. Came strong after New Year's. Had a good win streak. Everybody is looking good. Everybody is ready, wants to be in the playoffs. Made it to the top 5 as well, the team, so. Nothing to add from Denis.
Nothing from Denis. All right. Denis, currently you live in New York City. What do you think about New Hampshire?
It's a good place. Не знаю, мне нравится. Типа, прикольное место, горы, красиво. Снег, как в России.
He says it's like a beautiful place regarding the nature, the mountains, the snow. He says it kind of reminds him of the motherland as well, so he likes it.
Now, so Sergey, 3 games left in the regular season. What do you think with these last games in the playoffs coming up? How's the team?
I think some guys might be a little tired because it's the end of the season, but I think that we should all stick together, support each other, and get through it. Get those wins, especially because it's so important for us right now, fighting for the home ice spot in the playoffs. So I think we should all be together, because when we're separate and somebody lacks, we're not as strong as when we are all buying in as a whole unit, as a whole team.
Denis, what do you like about playing for the Wolves?
Мне очень нравится атмосфера здесь, команда, тренера, очень хороший коллектив, мы радуемся победам. Не знаю, добавь что-нибудь.
He said he likes the atmosphere of the team, like the whole collective, how we're all really friendly with each other, and building up a family here a little bit. Says he likes the coaches as well, the coaching staff. Everybody's really nice and understandable. There's no miscommunication. We're all talking with each other, trying to communicate instead of just yelling and do some things. Try to discuss them a little more.
Great. Yeah, should be an exciting end to the season here. Okay, we'll leave a message for the friends and family watching live back home. Denis.
Передавай привет родителям.
Hello, Mom. Hello, Dad.
Hello, Mom and Dad. Thank you a lot for your support. I don't think I would be anywhere as close as where I am right now if not for you and everything you've done for me.
I thought we'd hear a little Russian there, but nonetheless, thanks a lot for joining us on the show.
Yeah.
Guys, all right.
So, Coach, great interview with our two Russian players. We mentioned Dennis before we cut to the interview. Tell me a little bit about Sergey and what he's brought to the team this year.
Yeah, Sergey's a big player, big and strong, and he can skate. So he adds some size to our lineup up front, and also a skilled player who can finish plays off.
They're different players, but they add a lot to the lineup. And whether it's Dennis making a dynamic offensive player or Sergey's at his size, his skating ability, he's pretty tough to play against.
Yeah, definitely. I think two different players, but also tough to handle for other teams.
What do you look forward for them down the stretch here as they head towards the playoffs? What do you think they can accomplish, and what can they bring to the lineup?
Yeah, I think, two guys who are playing on our top two lines. They're on different lines, but, each, they work well with their line mates. They're capable to make some big plays for us down the stretch.
Now, Sergey mentioned we cracked into the power rankings the last 2 weeks. Tell us what that says about the team's performance, Coach.
I don't really know. It's like not much, probably, to be honest. It's the top rankings for the players, for the teams in our league, separate from the standings.
Yes.
But a rankings at the same time. So I guess the league picks the top five, and we've been on it for, we've been playing well. So, I don't fully know how you get on there. So,
but the team has, if we look at our last stretch here since Christmas, we've been really firing on all cylinders. We've gotten points in most of the games, even the games we've haven't got that regulation W. We've gotten points in overtime in 3 of the games, and then we've won 3 of the last 4 against the Avalanche. We've won 6 of the last 10, and got points in 2 of those other games. So the team is really firing right now.
Yeah, we're playing well in terms of wins and losses, and how we want to play. I think we've really done that in the last 3-4 weeks. So we're looking good here for the playoffs.
Couldn't agree more. Now, Coach, tell me what we got for upcoming games.
Yeah, so EHLP will play on Thursday. They are taking on Vermont, I believe, and then EHL is playing Wednesday down in Exeter, as well as Friday, Sunday, back in Laconia.
Yeah, so they got a full plate coming up here.
Yeah.
A lot of games. In terms of our youth stuff, we got the 14s probably gonna have the weekend off. Maybe they'll have an independent game, and then the 16s. It looks like we'll be playing the Cyclones again on Sunday at 10:30 in Laconia. We do have a pretty cool thing we're going to hold for the second time this year, our Wolves Youth Hockey Day. The first one went really, really well over the Christmas break. Now we got New Hampshire school recess, so we want to get those youth kids on the ice more. Coach, tell me about the Wolves Youth Day.
Yeah, I guess got all teams from the Wolves from U10, U12, U14, U16, all involved.
Yep. So we're going to have some workouts. We're going to have teams assisting each other, like the EHLP is going to be helping out with the 14s, and the 16s is going to be helping out with the 10s and 12s. So it's going to be a good mentorship day and good chance for those kids to really see the facilities and see the Wolves program.
Should be fun for those kids.
Definitely. Now, Coach, tell me about, we had to change our tryouts. Tell me about the change in the tryouts and when those dates will be.
Yeah, so to follow all the rules with the New Hampshire Amateur Hockey Association, all our tryouts are after March 13th, I believe is the date. U15, U16 will be on March 15th at 5 o'clock. U14, March 16th at 6 o'clock. U18, full season, March 17th at 5 o'clock. And our split midget team will be the 18th at 5:30. All those tryouts are at Waterville Valley Ice Arena, except for the split midget tryouts, which are at Merrill Fay Arena in Laconia. All the info can be found on our website as well.
We encourage kids to, like Coach said, pre-register for those tryouts so we have a good grasp on numbers, ages, birth years, where you're coming from in New Hampshire, and make sure that we have a good handle on who's going to be here. So we can staff it right and make sure we have a good tryout.
Yeah, it's an affordable tryout as well, which should be attractive to the players and parents.
Yeah. Well, we're here down the stretch, Coach. It's been a great run. Looking forward to these last couple weeks.
Yeah, me too. For more info on the program and the tryout information for our youth programs, you can go to any-wolveshockey.com.